What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Sqwizzix, and finally, after over 3 months of absence, I can say, welcome back to the channel. You guys have no idea how good it feels to be back after being inactive on the channel for so long due to what seemed like countless complications. Now, as the title of this video says, this is actually going to be a very much needed update video to try and clear up some confusion and give you guys some information about where I've been, why there hasn't been any new videos for 3 months, and of course some information about the plans and hopefully the future of this channel. So to start things off, first of all, as you guys can tell, I'm not dead. I've literally been seeing comments in my comment section saying things like, "Rip Sqwizzix," or "Let's have a moment of silence for Sqwizzix," and all kinds of other crazy things like that. Now, while I kind of get a laugh out of some of those comments because they're really crazy and a little over the top sometimes, I know that not everyone stays in touch with me on my social media accounts like Twitter, so I've been seeing a lot of confusion regarding my well-being and people replying to these comments thinking that I've actually quit YouTube, or even worse, that I ended up dying due to some sort of accident or something. Like I said, at first I thought these comments were kind of funny because I know that I'm okay, and I know that my Twitter followers know I'm okay because I'm posting over there pretty regularly. However, there is a large audience of really great people that didn't actually know if I was alright or not, and to those people, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry for concerning you guys. Sometimes I kind of find myself forgetting that I do have a large audience of people who actually care about me and my well-being, and it's actually easy to overlook simple things like these little update videos that could be the only source of information for people who don't know about my Twitter or those who don't actually have a Twitter account. So again, I just wanted to apologize to anyone who was actually concerned about me, and I wanted to say thank you to everyone for standing by this channel and leaving me comments with so much love and concern. It wasn't ever my intention to make you guys feel like I abandoned this channel or left without saying goodbye, and I hope that in the future, if I'm gone for a while, that people will actually head over to my Twitter account to get updates or ask me what's going on. I leave a link to my Twitter account in the description of each video so it's easy to find just in case anyone has any concerns or questions for me. So now that we got that whole thing cleared up, I wanted to kind of explain where I've been for the past 12 weeks and why there hasn't been any new videos lately. I'm going to try my best to fit all the information into this video for you guys, so I hope that it's alright that I borrow a little bit of your time to kind of let you know what's been going on. Alright, so to start things off, I wanted to let everyone know that I didn't leave YouTube because I wanted to, and that it was actually something that I had to do because of complications with some of my recording equipment and some personal matters in my own life, which I will try to explain. I wanted to start off with a little bit of a backstory though. So I started my YouTube channel on October 31st, 2014. That wasn't the day my channel was created, but it was the day that I uploaded my first video, which was Call of Duty: The Piano Entertainer Episode 1. Now, there's 2 reasons why this date is important. The first reason being that you guys can tell I haven't been doing YouTube for very long, so I'm actually still pretty new to making videos, keeping like a consistent upload schedule, and especially being a public figure here on YouTube in front of all of you guys. Basically, it's hard for me to stick to a strict upload schedule with the type of content that I make, and I often forget that there's a lot of people who watch my videos every day, and I tend to overlook the effects of not uploading consistently to this channel. It's not that I don't want to make new videos. My goal on YouTube is to always try my best to entertain you guys and to upload quality content. However, this content isn't exactly the easiest thing in the world to make, and there's a lot of variables that can often slow down the production of new videos. There's things like in-game voice chat, recording equipment, editing software, learning new music, and even sometimes just the people that I play piano for online. There's a ton of different factors that have to work in conjunction to make these videos possible. And when I don't upload consistently, people tend to get this idea that I've left YouTube or that I was involved in some kind of fatal accident, which isn't actually the case. The second reason why this date should be noted is because it marks how long I've actually been practicing creating content. The reason why this is important is because I want you guys to understand that I'm still learning and I'm not exactly that quick at editing new videos. About 2 months before I uploaded the first Piano Entertainer episode, my parents ended up taking me to my local Best Buy and bought me my very first computer and some starting audio equipment. I told them that I wanted to try and make YouTube videos and be a pianist, and this was only shortly after my motocross career ended due to a really bad crash. And at first, the idea wasn't really going to be anything, it wasn't really come into reality until my parents started to notice how passionate I was about entertaining other people and how badly I wanted to kind of chase after this dream that I had. Now, I'm a very lucky guy, and I have some of the best parents I could ever ask for, and without their help and their contribution, none of this would have ever happened. So I just wanted to say thank you to my parents, because I know that they do watch my videos, and that without them and their help, I wouldn't have been able to get this far. Now let me explain why I'm bringing this up. As I mentioned, my parents bought me my very first computer. That's right guys, I had never actually owned my own computer and I didn't have a clue about how to use one properly, let alone how to create YouTube content. Once I had this little $500 computer that we just picked up, the first thing I had to do was teach myself how to operate it and how to use this audio and video equipment to record my voice and my gameplay for my videos. Now this is what actually sparked my interest in learning about how audio and video works, and if there's one thing that I've always prided myself on with my videos, it's the quality that I bring to you guys with each upload. I always try my best to make sure my videos are high quality, and I spend a lot of time trying my best to make them into the final product that you guys see here on YouTube. I spent probably about 2 months teaching myself every day for roughly 10 hours a day about how to record proper audio and video. And there was a lot of stuff to learn about, things like microphones, digital audio workstations, mixers, USB interfaces, mono versus stereo connection types, MIDI information, hundreds of various plugins and effects, leveling, master mixing, various types of capture cards and available softwares and how to use them, and the list just kind of keeps going on and on and on. And I was basically spending all my time learning about this stuff on my own. It was probably one of the most frustrating times of my life, but also one of the most rewarding at the same time. I'm proud to say that I've taught myself everything I know about making videos and playing music. I'm a very hands-on type of person, and I think it's extremely rewarding to know that you've created something out of nothing. And I may not have as much experience as some people who took classes to learn all these things, but no one can take it away from me that I had the initiative to learn and the desire to do the best that I could. I honestly think it's because of those two traits that this channel has come as far as it has in only a year and a half. I also think that a little bit of luck and the help from some great people and friends has pushed me way farther than I ever thought was possible on my own. I always want to do my best for people and make others happy, and I'm willing to put in the work to make that happen, but it's all thanks to you guys that work doesn't go unnoticed. Now, I'm sure that some of you guys are probably wondering why I'm telling you this stuff, and it might seem like I'm getting a little bit off track, but trust me, there's a purpose to all this. The reason I'm telling you this is because I want you guys to know a little bit about my background up till this point, and a little bit about the struggles that I've had to go through to make these videos for you. Being a YouTuber doesn't exactly mean that everything is super easy and life magically has no hardship or challenges anymore. I've had to fight my way just as hard as anyone else who wants to be successful in life, and I'll be one of the first people to tell you guys straight up that if you're planning on chasing a dream, you're gonna get knocked down a few times. And it's not really about how many times you get knocked down, it's more about how many times you get back up and you fight to move forward. Now, about 3 months ago, I can honestly say that I got knocked down and I wasn't really prepared for it. My computer, which I had been using to edit and record all my videos for the past year and a half, suddenly stopped working. Being a small little PC with not a lot of great hardware in it, I kinda knew that this day would come, and I was trying my best to save up to buy a new computer, but I didn't expect my PC to seize up when it did, and it left me in a position where I couldn't make videos or even go online to update you guys with what was happening. I basically ended up disappearing from the internet without a trace, and I felt like my whole world was kinda crumbling down around me. Now luckily, I did have some money put aside to go buy a new PC, but it was also at this time that my family was going through a really rough time financially, and I always want to keep my family in mind first, so I held on to those savings in case my parents ever needed any help. We struggled for about a month financially, and I don't really want to go into the details of all that, but once I felt like everything was all good and I was clear to buy a new PC, I realized that I was actually only one paycheck away from being able to build my own computer. And that's something that I had dreamed of since I started YouTube, and it was also something that I was very interested in my own personal time, was learning how to put a computer together. So I ended up flipping a coin, and I made the decision, instead of buying a pre-built computer, that I would wait another month because I get paid monthly, so I waited that extra month for my next check before I started ordering parts to do a computer build. Now, in between all this waiting, I was trying to focus on YouTube to the best of my ability, and I came up with this makeshift recording setup, but I had no way to edit anything, so I was kind of stuck watching my channel slowly die off, and there was nothing I could really do about it. Now, I was trying my best to tweet people and answer comments asking what was going on, but like I said earlier, not everyone follows me on Twitter, or maybe some people don't even have Twitter accounts, so only a small portion of you guys actually were staying updated and knew what was going on over the past 3 months. Now, I know that some people are going to argue that I could have just repaired my old computer, but I felt that it wasn't worth the time and effort since it's already an old PC and it's breaking anyway. If I had replaced one part, then something else would have broke, and then I would have had to replace that part. And I figured that it was just time to take a step forward and make my life a little easier with a new computer and stop fighting so hard to make and edit this content on an older rig. So after I ordered my PC parts, I was able to put together my first computer build with the help from my friend Rick, and I'll probably be making a video talking about my computer build at another time for you guys, but I was finally able to get back into the action and make videos again, and for me, it was a huge step in the right direction. I went from this little $500 PC that we got at Best Buy, a couple years ago, to building my own $3,500 monster gaming and editing rig. And I'm not gonna lie, this new computer is a beast as far as performance, so I'm really looking forward to showing it off to you guys because nobody really knows what's in it and what it looks like, but it was so cool to build it, and I wanted to give a huge shout out to my friend Rick for helping me, because without him, I don't think I would have been able to do it. It was my first time ever building a PC, and he's got like 15 years of PC experience, so just big shout out to him. Again, thank you, Rick, if you're watching this video. Couldn't have done it without you, man. So anyway, without going off track, I've had this new computer for about a month or something like that, and I noticed that I still wasn't making videos. I've been beating myself up every night for the past month, wondering what is wrong with me and why I haven't been making new content for you guys. I'm not gonna lie, it was honestly nice to take a break. YouTube can really stress you out after a long time, and there's a lot of things that make YouTube almost seem like a chore instead of something that I like to do. I don't ever want to quit YouTube, and I'm extremely thankful to everyone who's given me the opportunity to entertain them and make content for them, but I was just kind of burnt out, so it's been really hard to try and come back to YouTube due to certain issues, but I want to be here because I love making content for you guys. So I'm kind of in like a dilemma right now. Now let me take a minute to explain some of the issues that are affecting this channel and why I'm having a hard time coming back. As a music related channel, I have what I feel is a lot more adversity to face than someone who just uploads gaming videos or funny moments. Now, I'm not trying to take anything away from those channels and that type of content, because I actually watch that type of content all the time and I love it to death. But a lot of the time, they don't have to worry about constant fear of copyright strikes due to a lot of greedy music companies, or even learning new songs to perform in each video. If you guys aren't really in the YouTube loop and you don't really know what I'm talking about as far as copyright, let me take a second to explain. I've had multiple videos on this channel be affected by copyright because I perform a song on my piano. Now, while this might not seem like an issue to most people, it's extremely hard to deal with as a content creator and a musician. I honestly never know what I can or can't play in my videos anymore because of copyright, and I have to stress every time I'm recording about these companies claiming my videos and then striking my channel just because I took the time out of my day to learn a piano song and perform it for you guys. I've had to take multiple videos off of my channel before just because I played a song on my piano and some company thinks that I'm stealing their content and then they threaten to strike my channel. Now, I'm sure that some people will probably argue that having a few copyright claims isn't that bad, and normally I would agree with them. But when you're trying to make YouTube your job like I am, those copyright claims will actually end up taking the revenue from my videos and sending it to the claimant, and I find myself in a really messed up position where I have a potential threat to my channel and to my finances. I absolutely hate looking at YouTube like a job, and my first and foremost focus is to always make sure that my viewers are happy, and spending time with my community is my #1 priority. But I also have to make sure that I have money for rent at the end of each month, and it's really hard on me to try and balance that out lately. If dealing with copyright claims isn't bad enough, on top of that, most of the time these copyright claims will come from companies that have no involvement with the song in question, or even worse, they'll come from companies that don't even actually exist. This might be hard for some people to hear, but YouTube is actually pretty broken at the moment, and it's suffocating a lot of people who make music related content such as myself. And we as content creators don't really have a means to fight these false claims except a dispute process, but that's kind of a joke in itself and is basically useless. And it leaves us content creators at the mercy of these companies and their decision on what classifies as fair use or copyright protection law. It's a really broken system, and I'm not trying to complain or bring money into the equation, and even if we end up removing money completely from the conversation, these companies still have the power to strike your channel at any time with no warning and have us YouTubers removed if they see fit, and I don't honestly think that's fair. It's extremely one-sided, and it adds so much stress to uploading videos to YouTube lately. So recently, instead of making new YouTube videos, I've found myself doing a lot of live streams over on Twitch TV. I don't think that Twitch is necessarily better than YouTube, but at least I don't have to worry about my piano. You know, that thing that I play to entertain people and make these videos. I don't have to worry about that destroying my channel or some company coming in with their greed and taking away the donations that you guys are kind enough to send me. I like the fact that when I'm live streaming, I can play an instrument and I don't have to worry about losing all my hard work for no reason. And on top of that, I get to spend my time chatting with my audience live, which is also something that I really like to do. Which has honestly been a breath of fresh air for me lately, and it's one of the reasons why YouTube doesn't look as appealing to me at the moment. Like I said earlier, I'm not choosing one over the other, but I don't see a problem with doing both. Which has just been my personal preference as of late, and I don't want you guys to think that I'm not doing YouTube anymore, but either way, I'm still doing something to try and entertain you guys, and at the end of the day, it's been really fun to do Piano Entertainer Live and just play some other games that are coming out. I am a gamer, and I don't feel like I should be locked down to playing just Call of Duty for you guys. If you guys want to come hang out with me on Twitch and play some games or talk, then feel free to come hang out. There's a link to my Twitch channel in the description of all my videos if that's something that sounds appealing to you, and I'm just trying to give you guys more options to interact with me than just watching my YouTube videos or following me on Twitter. Now, on top of all the issues that I've mentioned so far, there's still no way for me to record piano videos on newer games that are coming out due to there being no forced game chat. So even with a great computer, and if I get lucky enough to avoid copyright, I still have no way to record reactions for new videos on new games, and I don't feel like playing Black Ops 2 for the rest of my life. To be completely honest, I don't find Call of Duty that enjoyable anymore, and I don't feel like people want to keep watching Black Ops 2 for the next 5 years either. With all these great new games and these new consoles that were just announced at E3, I feel like my time would be better spent enjoying those and uploading that type of content than trying to drag myself painfully face first through the mud making more Black Ops 2 videos. It's not that I don't like making Black Ops 2 videos, it's the fact that recording them has become just this monotonous, painful task, and it's really not that enjoyable anymore. On top of that, the player base on Black Ops 2 is slowly dying and the game's being overrun by hackers, and eventually, there's just not going to be anything left to record for new videos anyway. I'm just kind of in a tough place right now, and I'm facing a lot of adversity, and honestly, I'm not the only one. There's a lot of other YouTubers that are facing these issues. Even with all these issues and these concerns, I'm still hopeful and confident that there's going to be new opportunities for me, but it might not be with the Piano Entertainer series, and that's a really tough pill to swallow because I personally love that series, and I know that you guys do too. But I also want to ask you guys something, and this is more of a serious geared question. Are you guys on my channel to watch me, or would you end up leaving in the case that there was no new Piano Entertainer videos? Unless something changes with these new games coming out in the coming months, I might just have to upload some different content for the time being, and I'm not sure how people are going to handle that. I'm not blind, and I can see that people come to this channel to watch my piano videos, and I think that that's awesome. I love the fact that you guys enjoy my music and the concept behind these videos, but I know that I have a lot more to offer than just my music, and I don't have a lot of options left at this point. I'm basically in a situation where I'm faced with two options. It's either branch off and try new things, or just stop uploading altogether. And I'm not prepared to make that move because I love being a YouTuber too much, and I wouldn't want to lose this community that we've built, or the past 2 years of hard work, on my part over something as small as reactions over my piano. I just wanted to put this out there as well. I'm still going to be recording piano covers, but I'm always fighting with copyright over my music, and it's just getting worse and worse the more YouTube keeps updating and changing. I know those videos aren't the most popular, but it doesn't mean that I have to stop making new piano videos entirely. I wish I had a solid answer for you guys, and I wish that I could guarantee that there's going to be hundreds of new Piano Entertainer videos in the future, but honestly, I don't know at this point. I have a lot of work ahead of me to learn new music and figure out my options as far as recording, but if there is one thing that I'm confident in, it's that you guys are always here to help push me forward. You guys that take the time to watch my videos are my motivation to continue working and try and overcome these adversities. Now, before this video ends, I just wanted to give a personal thank you to all of you guys. I was gone for over 3 months, and you guys still took the time to watch my videos and leave me comments while I was gone. You guys are the reason that this channel is what it is today, and it wasn't me that was keeping it alive for these past few months. It was you guys. And I'm really thankful to have such a great community, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for standing by me and this channel even when times are rough like they are right now. The only reason I'm here on YouTube is to make content and try and entertain you guys. I mean, yeah, it's nice to finally get paid to make videos, but money isn't everything, and it's not the reason why I love making content. I like the idea of my videos possibly making someone smile or helping them when they're having a rough time. I think it's really cool how many people write to me and tell me that my piano playing has inspired them to start learning music. And I never thought that someone like myself would ever have that kind of impact on anyone else. It's just those small little things like that that mean the most to me, and I just want to say thank you guys again for the opportunity, and without you, I wouldn't be here. I'm sorry that this video was so long and there was just a lot of information and stuff to pack in here, and I hope you guys sat through it, and if you did, thank you so much. So if you guys could do me a favor, let me know your thoughts and your opinions in the comments section down below about what I said in this video and if it makes sense or not. I read my comments on every video I upload, and I do try to reply to as many as I can, so if you write something, just remember that I probably will see it, so keep that in mind. I always love hearing you guys' input and feedback, and as I've always said, you guys are just as much a part of this channel as I am, so I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say and your thoughts and ideas on moving forward from this point. Anyway, I just want to say thank you guys again so much for everything, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.